All right, enough of that, y'all. I guess that song played twice today or something. I don't know. It seemed like it would never end. Anyway, Valhalla Sports Talk is on the air. Dodgers versus Mets. Game 3 of the 4-game series from Blue Heaven on Earth, Dodger Stadium. This series is tied at 1. Extra innings 2 nights in a row, I think. I think it went extras the first game. But the Dodgers walk them off last night on the Freddie Freeman single or error to left field. And the Dodgers get the victory, and we're split, y'all. We are split. Sportsnet crew is on our TV here. We are watching them. I'm not sure what day it is at Dodger Stadium. It might be the Koufax Day. But Tommy's big bobblehead there, it's bobbling. It is bobbling. I always look for David Yee to see if I see him. I don't see him. Not JT. What's up, Val? I just stopped in to leave a like. I might lurk in the chat a little later on. All right, not JT. Valhalla COO is in the chat, by the way, y'all. She be fiending for them points. She be fiending, trying to get them free early bird points. And I'll drop those here in about 10 or 15 minutes. Valhalla Sports Talk betting is on, y'all. Yeah, it's Koufax night, y'all. Sandy Koufax jersey night at Dodger Stadium. A nice gray number with the retired number 32 on the back. Extra large in size, it looks like. But Sandy Koufax Day at Dodger Stadium. This is a 7:10 start. The date 6/4/2025. Mets 38 and 23 on the season. Dodgers 37 and 24. I will get into today's starting lineups as well as the betting line here in just a few minutes. 16 in the house, 16 likes. That's a pretty good average, ladies and gentlemen. That is 100%. All right, we are watching a little feature on MLB. It's the Diamondback equipment manager doing his job, talking about how they keep the equipment clean and keep everything laid out for the specific days. Shelby Minnick in the house, early bird voice, woohoo! How you doing, Shelby? Co checks in, so who's gonna homer tonight, Val? I'm gonna tell you in just a minute, Co. I'm gonna tell you in just a minute. So I was thinking about this last night, Co, and I was thinking about you and our betting friends specifically. I've been kind of hitting on my home run calls the last couple of weeks. I've been kind of picking the right dudes, getting 2 out of 3 most nights. But we'll get into that here in just a moment. All right, let's see what's crack-a-lacking on the stat page, y'all. Let's see. I already talked about it. It's Dodgers Mets. Mets 38-23, Dodgers 37-24. A win tonight would give the Dodgers, they would tie them for record. They would both have identical records on the season. So let's get that for sure. At the end of this, let's make sure to look at the season series because that is important. Muy importante. So before I came online tonight, I was watching the OKC Comets play. Bobby Miller was on the bump today, and just to be honest, he was struggling. I did hear an interesting stat, though, during that telecast. Among pitchers with 10 starts in AAA, Bobby Miller has the lowest opponent batting average for pitchers with 10 starts in the entire league there. So, kind of interesting. He did get roughed up today, though. Gave up a number of walks, a big 2-run shot early in the game. So he's struggling. Right now, Sportsnet is interviewing Ben Kasparius, the star of our bullpen this year. Early bird points. Chat gets quiet. All right, starting pitchers today. Griffin Canning, number 46. 5-2 record, a 3.23 earned run average. On the bump for the Dodgers is the Catman. Meow. The Catman 3-1 with a 5.23. Here is your starting lineup for the Dodgers and the Mets. Francisco Lindor will lead off again tonight. Brandon Nimmo second. Juan Bozo batting third. Pete Alonso fourth. Brett Beatty fifth. Young sixth. Mauricio, his second start since being called back up. McNeil, and then Torrens for your Dodgers, y'all. For the Dodgers tonight. Ohtani will lead off. Mookie Betts will try to do the right thing at shortstop. Freddie Freeman, first base. Teoscar Hernandez, right field. Max Muncy on fire at third. Andy Pages, center field. Conforto left. Dalton Rushing will handle the catching duties today. And Enrique Hernandez will likely be second base, I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm guessing Enrique Hernandez will play second base today. So a righty. The Mets are throwing a righty out there. Apparently, Roberts does not like to put Kim out against righties. But I'm also still concerned about that foul ball that Kim took off his shin yesterday, because he didn't look right after that, y'all. He didn't look right after that. But I'll get into called shots and all that good stuff here in just a minute. There's a breakdown stats-wise for these two pitchers. Canning, 53 innings pitched, 50 Ks, 25 base on balls, so he walks a lot of dudes. ERA 3.23 with a 1.40 whip. Gonsolin, 31 innings pitched, 32 Ks, 15 base on balls. He walks a lot of guys. Earned run average 5.23, 1.45. Your stat leaders for these two teams. Stat leaders for the two teams. Lindor leads the Mets home run wise with 14. Ohtani 23 for the Dodgers. I believe that is still the lead in the MLB. Stolen bases 11 apiece. Ohtani though has 39 RBIs to Lindor's 36. Tyler McGill 59.2 innings pitched, 1.31 whip, 79 strikeouts to Yamamoto 67.2, 1 whip, 77 strikeouts. Today, ladies and gentlemen, Merrill Kelly is throwing a no-hitter, says Co. Interesting. Armando Castillo Lomeli, what's up, Valhalla, big bro? Good games this morning. Gonsolin on the mound. Let's get this game tonight and take the series. Go Dodgers. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. We are Dodger fans, Dodger fanatics, Dodger nutbags. All-Star opening open today on MLB.com. All-Star voting open today on MLB.com. It's free to vote. You can vote every day. So let's get our boys in blue in the All-Star game this year. Let's get them in there every day, each and every one of you. Get in there, vote. Dodgers, Dodgers, Dodgers down the line. Continuing on, continuing on. All right, we still got Luis Garcia, Kirby Yates, and Roki Sasaki on the injured list. Roki was at the stadium earlier today, warming up in center field. Team comparisons. Batting average, Mets 16th, Dodgers first. Advantage, Dodgers. ERA, Mets first, Dodgers 22nd. Advantage, Mets. Runs scored, Mets 11th in the MLB. The Dodgers first. Advantage, Dodgers. Home runs allowed, second to 25th. Advantage, Mets. That's a troubling number for the Dodgers, y'all. We'll be getting raked on. The Dodgers first in the MLB in home runs hit. The Mets 10th. Whip. Mets 17th. Dodgers 17th. Mets 12th. Advantage, Mets. On base percentage, Dodgers still lead the majors. 7th are the Mets. Advantage, Dodgers. Slug percentage, Dodgers number 1. Advantage, Dodgers. And batting average against, Dodgers 15th. Mets 4th. All right, betting odds. according to BetMGM. Money line. Let's start with the run spread, y'all. Dodgers favored by a run and a half, plus 140. Mets plus 1.5, minus 170. A money line bet on the Mets will net you plus 125. Dodgers minus 150. Over under for runs scored is 10. It is 10, y'all. So this is the time. This is the place. This is the channel where you make the call. What is the score going to be? Who's going to win? And yeah, and then let's get your MVP, VIPs, VVIPs. What are they going to do special? I'll put my predictions in the chat for all of those things. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button. Give the video a like. I see Daniel Berry Sports Highlights just checked in. Dr. Joanne Krause, PhD, in the house. Ella Shiva Jones up in here. Bet the over, 9.5. Ella Shiva says max power. All right, here's my prediction for tonight's contest, y'all. Here is my prediction. Okay, my prediction, there it is, and I'm going to say HRs. Who's going to hit HRs? All right, these ones are kind of lame because everybody picks them. All right, so my 3 called shots, y'all. Well, here it is. Bam. I'm predicting Dodgers 7, Mets 5. Home runs tonight from Lindor, Ohtani, and Freddie. Freddie gets that home run that he just missed out on last night. So Lindor will get one, Ohtani will get one, and Freddie Freeman will get one. Dude was on fire last year until he got hurt again for the 20th time, says Cole. Yo, what's up, Valhalla? I just woke up from a nap. Life is hard, Andrew. You're too young for naps. You're too young for naps. I mentioned betting is open. You can use your Valhalla Sports Talk points. They're like points, but with a V to bet the winner of tonight's contest. Bet between 10 and 10,000, and you too could be Voint rich by the end of the day. No cash value. No cash value, ladies and gentlemen. I've been doing something lately. I've been doing a little something for the early birds in these streams. And we are about to do it right now, y'all. Right meow on Gonsolin Day. Oops. Oopsie. All right, I'm going to mess up the scoreboard for a sec, y'all. I'll mess it up. All right, 25,000 Valhalla Sports Talk points to each and every one of you for being an early bird to the stream. 25,000 points to each and every one of you. We'll fix the score there. Again, no cash value there. It's just for fun, y'all. It's just for some fun. Today's home run bobblehead. Today's home run bobblehead is one Teoscar Hernandez. Teoscar Hernandez will be tonight's home run bobblehead. He might get one too, y'all. I don't want to pick more than 3 people because it kind of defeats the whole point to the whole deal. But Teoscar is my long shot. So if you're betting $1, throw in another $1 for Teoscar to hit a home run today. Happy hump day. Go Dodgers, says Viking Jerome. What's up, dude? What is up? What is up? I'm Point Rich, says Co. All right, so it's a quarter tail, y'all. Quarter tail. That means we're about 25 minutes to first pitch. 25 minutes to first pitch. Thank you to those of you that arrived early and watched the pregame show. You know what I forgot to do, though? I forgot to do something I said I was important. Here is the season series with the Mets, y'all. Wait a minute. So the regular season series is tied at 1-1. That's not true. Elishiva Jones has been a member for 27 months. Valhalla Sports is super fun. Let's go, Elishiva. Let's go. That doesn't show the entire series for the year, y'all. Didn't they win 2 out of 3 against us just a little while ago? Anywho, that didn't serve its purpose there, y'all. It didn't serve its purpose. Anywho, it's they're doing the Sandy Koufax jerseys today at Elishiva. They're giving out the Sandy Koufax jerseys at the stadium, Elishiva. Dog catcher in the house. Woof woof. Hide them dogs, y'all. Put them on the leash. Get your license on. Get your licensing done on your puppers. General Thor, he rolls raw, y'all. General Thor runs in the groomers. It don't matter. Groomers out front, all that stuff. He ain't never got a collar on. He ain't never got a license on. He ain't never got a name tag on. General Thor is au natural when he goes outside. How goes it? It's the dog catcher. What's up, man? What is up? I really wanted to get the Koufax jersey, but couldn't go today, says Elishiva. eBay. eBay Elishiva. Kennel check says dog catcher. Let's look on I'm gonna look on eBay and see if somebody's got this jersey already listed. Well, let's do that, y'all. Let's do that. Give us something to do while we're waiting. All right, so I'm typing on the keyboard, so it's gonna cause stuff to go off, y'all. But all right, there's one. There's one Elishiva for $39.50, still in the bag. There's one for $44.50, still in the bag. So it looks like for about 50 bones, you can get that bad boy that they're giving away today. Well, there's one for 24 if you buy it now. It says pre-owned though. Look at these clowns. These people are thieves. This one right here, Elishiva, this is made in the same place overseas in China, I would imagine, as this Jackie Robinson one. This one is made in the same place overseas as the Jackie Robinson that I've got on, and it's $44.99. And these are hand stitched. Actually, this doesn't look to be hand stitched, but it says World Champions 1955 on the sleeve. But the giveaway ones are about $50 there. What are you guys doggone up to? What's up, Summer Obe? What's up, dude? Desperate people, says Johnny. Look at that one, Elishiva. There you go, big money rip, Elishiva. That one is on wool, literally on wool, autographed by Sandy Koufax himself, and it'll only cut you back $2,250. That mug is beautiful. That one is beautiful. See this right here. This is some shady shit right here, y'all. This is shady. This jersey made in China, signed by Kofax with a certificate of authenticity. But I guarantee, that jersey is the same one you can buy on eBay. Shady, shady. Be careful. Be careful out there, y'all. All right, we've got a stat screen up. Definitely got the stat screen up. Bring this one back up too. But yeah, so that killed a little bit of time, chat. That killed a little bit of time. What's for dinner? We had Papa Murphy's Take and Bake. So pizza 2 days in a row. Hammer. That's like wearing a sauna. Oh, I know that would be a hot jersey, bro. Sandy Koufax's 65 World Series championship versus the Twins. Can't trust these kids online no more, Sco. Sandy doesn't sign anything, says Dr. Joanne Kraus, PhD. Lounge Zinger says, "Hey Valhalla, this has been a great series. It's been fun playing with you guys. Feels post-seasony." I agree. I agree. I agree. So I think I went over it all, y'all. I think I went over it all, and we still got 15 minutes first pitch. Elishiva is cooking some sloppy joes again from scratch. What do you make sloppy joes from scratch, Elishiva? Did you grow the cows homemade and then grind them up, make some hamburger? Did you grow some tomatoes? Trust me on that one. Tough to get them to sign stuff. I never tried, so I don't know. So many scams these days. I actually told a legitimate call to go F themselves today. Had to call back to apologize. I've been there, Co. I've been there, bro. Fernando Valenzuela, killer jersey number 34, Rip El Toro. Has there been any news on what Shohei will be ready to pitch? Not really. Just kind of maybe next month or two. Yes, I removed the first initial. Some coward Red Sox fan found me on Facebook and stalked me, says Hammer. Really? I heard some rookie is trying to tie Fernando's rookie record for the best first 5 or 6 starts. Um, you saute the ground beef and spices, add homemade sauce, pour over a bun. Okay, I'll allow it. For only $6.99.99 in eBay Commerce, there's a Topps Gold Mint Pedro Martinez Dodgers 1993 rookie card you can buy for my birthday. Just saying, says Dogcatcher. Let me write that down, Dogcatcher. Let me write it down. Here, I'll use this pen. I'll use this pen. I'm writing it down, though, Dogcatcher. I'm writing it down with this pen. Okay, here we go. All right, it's official. I wrote it down right here. I promise. I promise. Johnny Owen in the house. Is he shutting fools out like Fernando did, says Dogcatcher? I'm going off camera, y'all. I probably should have gone off camera before I didn't open the pen when I was writing it down. Be right back. Tonight might be Obe's real birthday today, says Elishiva. Maybe. I appreciate your attentive concern, says Dogcatcher. They just asked Max, who you trusting if you got the dinner to order the wine? And Max said Freddie. Freddie is bougie, y'all. COO. COO is slowly coming to her senses, and she knows now that Freddie is kind of a bougie dude. Dave Roberts yesterday gave Shohei Ohtani a brand new Porsche. Just gifted him a brand new Porsche, y'all. Gifted it to him in his office at Dodger Stadium. It was a little pink one, little pink remote control car one for his daughter that she can ride around in. Ohtani told Roberts he thought he called him up there because he was in trouble for something. What's the weather like in Arizona? It's been okay today. It's been okay. I haven't heard much about that fire either. Fires contained. Blue Thunder 73. Can't vote. I like both teams. To me, this is a friendly series. In other news, the Skankies lose in a blowout. Are they losing? That kid's going to have to wait 3 years to use it, says Co. Facts. It was pretty cool, though. Pretty cool of the Roberts family to buy it for him. A COO falling out of love with Freddie. That bodes well for the non bougie Val. I remember whoever guesses the day correct gets a variety of valuables and riches. There's good vibes in the air for a Dodger win tonight. Let's go, Dodgers, says Armando. Doc should have told Ohtani he was getting DFA'd. Oh, man, you guys are killing me. Okay, I do have the ads off, y'all, so Max Muncy is the owner of his own winery. Really? Instead of the pink slip, he got the pink Porsche. Yeah, but it was that hot pink, too, y'all. Hot pink. No, they are not losing. The lose, game over. Max Muncy owns his own country. Wait now. Wait a minute now. Hey, shout out to the 55 in the house, y'all. We got 34 likes. Please hit that like button. Helps me out with the old YouTube algorithm. Who hates me? Who hates me? Good news, though, chat. Really good channel news. I will come off of my copyright strike in little less than 8 hours. In a little less than 8 hours, my copyright strike will expire. Freddie is going to get the MVP, says Freeman. Barbie Tani says Sly Dog. How long does it take for a little kid to start walking? About a year? So next year we could see an Otani bobblehead day where his little daughter throws the first pitch. Muncie Sellers Merlot. A joke by Elishiva. Like fine wine, his hitting is maturing to subtle, powerful finish. Muncie owns his own Circle K, says Elishiva. Okay, now I don't believe you. Out of YouTube detention. Well, I lose the red The red badge of shame. The entire time you're on a strike, you have a red mark on the top of your creator dashboard that says you have a copyright strike and you suck. 0-0 will be as close as this gets. Get your Dodger bets in, says Theo. I got to get mine in. Shohei's little one should be throwing in the mid 80s by age 8. Some kids before a year, says Armando. Oh, we got a talking hamburger on the TV, y'all. Looks like a Jack in the Box one. Oh, it's a Rain X ad. Talking hamburgers. Who knew? Who knew we were headed that direction, y'all? Summerall keeping his eye on the dog catcher tonight. Where's my bat at? As you can see, I did not shave again today. COO questioned me about it. I should have gone to the old barber today as well, because my old barber that I don't want to use anymore was out. Has anyone ever tried Max Muncy's Merlot? Is it a Merlot? Where is Muncy's winery at? Where is it at? California or Arizona? Let me get my bet in. Excuse me. I'm going with the Dodgers tonight, y'all. I'm sick of losing. I'm sick of losing my points. Is it what? Strawberry Moon on June 10th. Says red. Muy interesante. All right, Catman in the bullpen warming up. He has yet to make the long run. Oh, crap. In the cellar, probably, says dog catcher. Theo bets 5,000 on the Dodgers. We're trying actual bets today. We're trying to will him to a win by betting on him. Muncy's Merlot maintains mediocre mastery. Oh, we're doing that. We're rhyming. Can you guys hear me? My level meter is not working again. Tell me if you can hear this music. Come on, Streamlabs. You guys got to get your crap together. Tell me if you can hear the music, chat. My mic level isn't reading at all. It doesn't show anything occurring. I mean, you've obviously been answering my question. I figure Roberts owes Val about 2.5 million points. I see you. I see you spitting dope rhymes, Obe. Are you playing Not Like Us right now? No. I hope not. I hope not. I hope not. All right, it's Davis and Hershiser on the call tonight on Sportsnet. Max Muncy 2 for 4 last night with 2 bombs, 3 RBIs. He did have that error. As I mentioned, the Catman, meow, is on the bump for the Dodgers tonight. Valhalla, buy a new microphone. I don't need a new microphone. Nothing wrong with my mic. I would like to get one of those fancier headsets though. The ones like who uses them that you guys would know. I think McCain's is okay, but it's not quite what I'm looking for. A lot of guys that do the football games have the kind of microphone I'd like to get. But man, I spent so much money on microphones and computers, y'all, and half that shit sitting in boxes. I could literally set somebody up to start their own YouTube page. With every bit of equipment they would need, all the way down to a green screen. I keep thinking this is what's going to get me rich, y'all, but I think maybe I'm wrong. I think maybe I am mistaken. If Val sounded any better, I'd be overwhelmed and be unable to enjoy the game, says Theo. Oh, you guys kill me, man. Dodgers just made a roster move. What'd they do, Elishiva? Tell me, girl. Tell me, girl. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up to see if it's official. Official. I'm gonna look it up just to test you. Teams, Doyers. Again, we got to vote for the All Stars, y'all. We got to vote for your favorite Dodgers: Freeman, Edmund, Betts, Muncy, Smith, Conforto, Hernandez, Pajes, Otani. Vote now. You can vote every day. Don't be crying in a month or two when they announce the All Star rosters, and there's only one Dodger on that puppy. Dodgers 6-3. I don't see anything for today. But Elishiva probably listened to DMAC. 6-3. The last moves were Dodgers signed free agent right-handed pitcher Jose Urena, and they waived DFA'd Chucky Robinson. The option Will Klein to Oklahoma City, and Emmett Sheehan has been sent on a rehab assignment for his ACL. What was breaking news? Well, I missed it. Conforto getting my vote. Ruiz says Mick. What's up, Mick? Estuary was called up from AAA. Pitcher? Vote all of the above. Oregon is the land of great Pinot Noir. Look at Elishiva. Bougie Elishiva. That dang bougie Elishiva Jones. She'd be all bougie. All of the above mentioned Valhalla, big bro. An estuary is a partially enclosed coastal area where fresh water from the rivers and streams mixes with salty seawater, creating brackish water. Dang, Cube! Cube, where the science guy rolls up in here. Estuary, a AAA Dodger outfielder called up. Oh, called up to the big club. Ooh, is he a lefty, Elishiva? A single barrel of wine was made from each quest to receive a complimentary bottle of a limited edition Muncie's Sonoma Reserve, which is a California red wine specifically crafted for the event. Dang. Okay, for real. When you were 12, did you vote for all stars from your team? I only voted for Dodgers, though. When they were the little punch ticket things, all Dodgers all the time. And I suggest you do the exact same thing on this one. I don't even think you have to fill out the whole ballot, y'all, for the vote to count. I don't think you have to fill it all out. I think you can just pick Dodgers right down the line, submit. And you can do that every day. We could stuff this ballot box and bring the Dodgers to the All Star game. The Giants called up Bryce Eldridge to AAA Sacramento, says Johnny. Back in the day, the only way to vote was when the ushers handed ballots down an aisle at the game. I remember that. I remember getting stacks of them, though. I remember getting stacks of them, and in my scorecard, all through the game, filling them bad boys out, and then dropping them in the bucket on the way out of Dodger Stadium. Oh yeah, DC definitely, dog catcher definitely got a little snobbed in him. He got a little snob in him, y'all. I predict the big stick will be on fire tonight, says Armando. Should get the helmet. I voted for Dodgers 5 times today. See, so you can even vote more than once a day. LSU already on it. Or you vote for your favorite American League players as well. Who wants to do that? I worked in the wine production back in the 20 teens, making that fine Oregon Pinot Noir. Why is Conforto on the All-Star ballot? Elishiva, did you vote for him? Did you vote for him, Elishiva? Pairs well with some potato chips, says Dog Catcher. Thought you were only supposed to eat wine with crackers and cheese. 79 in the house, just 46 likes. If we get to 150 likes by the end of the 5th, I will drop, gift, bequeath, hand out a Valhalla Sports Talk membership that will enable you to use all these emojis. Leticia Arjona in the house. We're currently 5 members away from 150. 22,735 is the subscriber count. Status change, warm up. Things are about to get serious. Things are about to get serious here on the channel, y'all. 3D failure to launch. Failure to launch on the old 3D. Let's zoom this bad boy forward. First pitch to Lindor, called strike. I don't know. I think I might be screwed. All right, this might not be a smooth start, y'all. Might not be a smooth start. First pitch, I've got the TV pause and I got no 3D icon. So I'm full. Oh, did we just hit Lindor? Yep. He plunked Lindor. Hit him right on the foot. Right on the footsie. Here we go. Let's try to get synced up on this next batter. All right, that'll bring up Nemo. Speaking of Nemo, Nemo couldn't find shit last night on that Freddie Freeman fly ball to left field. Saw his interview after the game. He said he couldn't find which shoulder it was coming over. All right, so I'm going to stop it here on this first pitch to this next guy, Freddie tapping Lindor on the back. Mets are in a blue jersey with blue numbers and names with red outlines. Dodgers in their home whites. Right. Next pitch to Nemo. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. No balls, one strike runner on first here in the top of the first. Swing and a miss. Is Bobby in the house? What's up, Bob Phipps? Mets have hideous uniforms, says El Shiva. No balls, two strikes. No balls, two strikes, y'all. To Brandon Nemo, 231 average, 9 home runs, 31 RBIs. The 0-2 pitch from Gonsolin, pitch 5. Hi, down low. Down low, the Hearts are in the house. Seats 2 and 3. Or 8 and 9. I'm not sure. I'm just really not sure. The 1-2 ground ball. Right past KK Hernandez. Ate him up. Lindor's going to limp all the way to third. And runners on the corners with no outs. Not an ideal start. The Mets are in business. Like security benefit. Just a misjudge there by Hernandez. Probably an error. Probably an error, y'all. That'll bring up Juan Soto. This season, 60 games, 233 average, 11 home runs, 30 RBIs. Runner going. The throw. Safe. Here we go. Mets now with 2 runners in scoring position, and the Dodgers still haven't got an out. Joy to the world, says Bobby. Val's looking right out of the dugout cool. Appreciate it. Where's Rothberg? Haven't seen him. Next pitch. Up high. Chico in the backyard, barking at something. He is not a happy little chihuahua. 1-1 here to Soto. Inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Coach says, crap, it's going to be one of those games. Eminem is the only guy who can rhyme orange. Valhalla, do you care who wins the Stanley Cup? You know, I really don't want Edmonton to win it because I hate them. I hate the Edmonton Oilers. Just because they make us go home every year. They make the Kings go home every year. So I'll root for the other team. What is it, Florida? Again, I won't watch any of it. The 3-1. Soto pops it foul behind him. All right, so Soto staring at Gonsolin as he walks past home plate before he gets back in the box. Full count here. Full count here. Gonsolin got some big moles on him, y'all. Bigger than mine even. And That one, he needs to get that one checked. Because that mug ain't shaped right. The 3-2. Ground ball. Fielded by Hernandez. He goes to first, but the Mets score. Lindor takes the lead in this one. 1-0. 1-0 on the air by Hernandez. So we got to come back again, y'all. Oops, wrong. Alonso, first pitch, fly ball, right field. And that ball is gone. The polar bear goes yard. 3-0. Why can't we have nice things? Oh, come on, man. All right, Brett Beatty at the plate now. Still only one out. Still only one out, chat. I used to love me an Orange Julius. Fouled back by Beatty. Coughing up first inning runs is a Dodger classic ploy for the big comeback. You can't come back unless you go down. All right, we got another guy in an 0-2 hole, y'all, and these pitchers cannot get the third strike. Misses down low in the dirt. It's like they get the first two strikes by throwing it in the zone or near the zone, and then the next three pitches is nowhere near where even I wouldn't swing at that bitch. And then we give up the big shot. But Alonso's home run was the first pitch, I believe. Right up the middle, fielded by Mookie. Throw to Freddie. Freddie almost has to fall down to make the catch. A throw that was going wide left. 2 away. So, Chet, prior to the game today, I saw Mookie Betts warming up on soft ground balls, like just shagging from about 5 feet, and he was using a glove that had no webbing and kind of looked like a ping pong paddle, but a soft one. Has anyone ever seen this? And what the hell is it called? And what is it for? Is it teaching you to use two hands? Or what? But I saw him do that for a good 10 minutes straight. Swing and a miss. Is Gonsolin cooked? Like Kershaw? I don't know, Johnny. I mean, Kershaw pitched a lot longer than he is. It is mandatory for the Dodgers to give up runs in the first inning every game, says Blossom Bracelets. Maybe. Fan broke ribs with fallen stadium debris. Dodgers going to get me an extra 10 DQ pounds? Are you headed to DQ? Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Take a seat over there. Gonsolin's first strikeout. But man, the Mets get 3 in the top of the first and lead it 3-0. Last night, last night the Dodgers got 4 in the first, right? Well, the Mets returned the favor today. So for every run the Mets make, the Dodgers are going to make 2. So 6 runs coming up. Captain Crunch is my favorite, although it destroys the inside of your mouth. Dino Evil likes to use those small gloves for short drills. It was weird, Alfredo. It wasn't really a glove though. I mean, it literally looked like a paddle. There was no bend to it. No bend to it whatsoever. It did have the pocket for your hand, but there was no bend to it, and it had an indentation in the middle of it, the size of a baseball. So I'm assuming that it's getting you to two-hand it to bring it into your glove. You know what I mean? And he's obviously he's doing this type number each one that it's hit to him. So I'm assuming it's something for that, but I've never seen it before, and I just thought it was interesting. Well, the bobblehead today is Teoscar. This is without a doubt the most solid bobblehead that I have received. It is absolutely heavy like a tank, and you screw in the bat. You screw in the bat so it holds real well. It's really nice. All right, here comes Otani, y'all, or whatever this guy's name is. What is his name, chat? Get Gonsolin off the 3D mound. Are you wearing a Dodgers jersey? I am, LSU. I'm wearing the Jackie Robinson today, girl. I got the Jackie on today. All right, come on, Otani. First pitch is up high. Canning is an ex-angel. Let's blast him, says O. It's like an heirloom bobblehead from the Franklin Mint. No, it was one of the stadium giveaways that Yee sent me. I do have some Franklin Mint stuff for the Vikings, but yeah, this one's very well done, y'all. This one was very well done. I don't even know who the sponsor was on this one. They didn't get their name. Made in China, though. Definitely made in China. 2 balls, 1 strike. Otani got underneath it. Fly ball, center field. 1 away. 1 away. So Otani faces 4 pitches. 4 pitches, the minimum 3, right? That'll bring up Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts. Huh. 15-game on base streak for Mookie. All strike up high. I don't know what happened to the COO, y'all. She came in here, got her free points, and bailed. I think she tricked me, y'all. I think she tricked me. She told me I'm in the chat for my points. Because it's screwed up, Patricia. The 3D is screwed up all the time. That's just how it is. Mid. Outside. Oh, 3. Or one ball, 2 strikes. Why are the Mets still? I need LA to win by 2. So, of course, they piss away 3 runs right away, says Hammer. Down low ball. No doubt, Ope. You never know where the winds of life are going to take somebody. Mookie strikes out on a half swing. COO stepping out into the night. I know she did take Chico out to the backyard. Maybe she's chilling out there. It's really nice out there right now and cool. She might be paying bills, y'all. Might be paying bills. All right, Freddie, one of my called shots today. Ready. Fly ball. Right center field. Caught at the wall. Damn it. You missed the free voids. Early Boyds, get the Woim. Early Boyds, get the Woim. Shout out to the 142 up in here, 60 likes. Val, the mitt he was using is for them to concentrate on using both hands and hand-eye coordination. I kind of figured that part. I just didn't know if it had a name. It looked very different. Are we going to wait until the late innings to score again, says Alfredo? No, we're not Alfredo. We're going to score 50 billion runs next inning. I know it. Because that's what we do. 50 billion runs. But the next time we get up. I read where Freeman was leaving the Dodgers. Was that BS? Of course it was BS. In 47, Jackie Robinson won the inaugural Rookie of the Year award, which was later named in his honor. Los Angeles has June gloom today, which will make it harder to hit a home run. I hope Gonsolin is warmed up now, says Patricia. I'm not sure of the exact name of the glove, says Michael Lowe. Literally never seen it. Been around baseball most of my life and never have seen it. Freddie has a contract till, I don't know, but he's not leaving the Dodgers. I think Freddie's contract is good for 2 more years, chat. Maybe 3. Someone check on it. Do you even recall the first All Black player, Larry Doby? Or Doby. You can get a Larry Doby card in MLB The Show, some robe, and you can play as Larry Doby. Actually did the MLB content today, the MLB The Show content on the channel this morning. Good time, good time. I played 2 games, had the computer simulate the third against this for this series that's coming up against the St. Louis Cardinals. Averaged about 10 people in the chat most of the time, which is more than I get over on the Twitch. And I got a $1 Valhalla Holla. Yep, Yates and Kopech might be activated in the next few days. Ella Shiva says Freddie said recently he wants to be a Dodger until he's 40 years old. How old is he right now? 38? 34? All right, I hear the COO coming in. Struck him out. Take a seat. Over there, you got struck out by the Catman, man. His second strikeout of the night. Where you been, woman? You tell me when you're leaving. You don't come in here, get your free points, and then run off. Nice outside, she says. I was on the phone talking to my sister. Down low ball. You weren't talking to no Sancho. You were talking to your sister. What's Sancho up to? It did kind of make me think about pickleball as well, whoever that is. MS Warrior Station. It did make me think of a pickleball bat or pickleball racket. Freddie is 35. COO opened up the front door to let the nice little breeze come in here, and Chico made a run for it. Base hit right field. Chico making a run for the border, ladies and gentlemen. He's going back to be with his people, his dogs. We have one of those. Have you guys ever seen them? The little screen doors with the magnets in the middle, and you hang it like a curtain, and then it has tiebacks on it and all that good stuff. That's what we use as a screen door. He fought the law, and the law won. How far did he get? To the car? Typical, typical Mexican COO. He's gonna go steal your car. We are losing. Pete Alonso hit a 2-run shot. Yo quiero Taco Bell. Maybe that's what he was doing. Maybe he was gonna heist the Camry and go get him some Taco Bell. I guess I was wrong on that though. Most Mexicans won't steal your car, but they'll fix it if it's broken. Yeah, I profiled. I know. I caught myself there. I said, "Oh, that didn't sound very good." I was trying to be funny. All right, here we go. Dodger double play, baby. Dodger double play. We're coming up to bat. It's time for us to come to the plate. I'm married to a Mexican, says the COO. Thank goodness they retired that damn dog. What dog? Nice double play started by Max there, says Richter. Let's go Dodgers, says Andrew. Well, that guy's gloves are doing him a lot of good, huh? Yep. NHL Finals started, Perry Flores. Appreciate you making your first post on the channel and telling people there's something else on right now instead of what I'm doing. Appreciate it, Perry Flores. You're a legend in your own mind. Mexican American by Cheech and Chong. I dropped a picture of what I think he was using in the Discord free for all. I'll check it out, Mike. I think he's looking better. He's still throwing crappy though. Taco Bell commercials used a Chihuahua, specifically a female Chihuahua named Gidget. Gidget was a 12-pound Chihuahua who served as the brand's mascot from 97 to 2000. Voiced by Carlos Alzariki. Damn, dog catcher. But the score's flashing at the bottom. Well, I know it is. I know it is, but it gave me the vibes of someone saying, "Hey, the Stanley Cup playoffs are on, and maybe you should be watching those instead." But welcome, Mr. Flores. Dog catcher, you, my friend, have just won the Val Research Staff Employee of the Month. Congratulations. Your certificate will be mailed to you. All right, here comes Teoscar, y'all. Still to Christina Aguilera. You've never had one of those Mexican pizzas from Taco Bell. That's a big chihuahua, huh, El Shiva? A 12-pound chihuahua? Chico's lucky if he busts 2 pounds. Fly ball. By strikes and COO. You want to call this shit, COO? Get up here. Put this headset on. Kenneth, you're good, Val. You're one of us. Thanks, buddy. No balls. 2 strikes to Hernandez. What? The Mexican American song is 100, 100. I have an aunt, Chata, and Chella, an Uncle Mimo, and an Uncle Jeff. Theo Jeff. Get it right, Rubio. I do not respond to Uncle Jeff. Do not respond. Hey, Teoscar fouls that off to stay alive. Soft hands from the baseball fielding training glove 2-pack. Interesting. This is what it's called. That's interesting, Mike. Up high ball. Up high ball. Up high ball. Teoscar 284 now. 10 home runs, 42 ribbies. Hio Hefe. Oh, that too. I do respond to that one. 1-2. Foul straight back. What the hell? After retirement, Gidget made a run for the border to avoid corporate retirement plan to make her into chalupas. Damn. Hey, Oscar. Hard line drive to short. Throw across gets him. That'll bring up Max. Your mom, Muncie. Varies from person to person, says Perry. Leela says Perry Flores. Roberts, can you be a coach and move the line up around a little bit, says Kenneth. He does. He moves it every day. Swing and a miss by Muncie. Valhalla, I love your channel. You put good content. Go Dodgers, says Andrew. It's not working, Andrew. It's not working. I'll still never forget. I will still never forget that you didn't send those 2 memberships and the Dave Roberts bobblehead. I will remember that till the day they put me in the fire. Down low ball. Rubio says I didn't want to sound too Mexican. People might think I'm going to steal their car or fix it. Yeah, Rubio. When I worked at the car dealerships, man, in the garage, I would say I would say 80% of the mechanics at the dealers that I worked at were Hispanic. And you went back there, you better know a little Spanish because they weren't speaking English back there. So if you wanted to get invited to the beer party after work, you better learn to speak a hablo, a little Espanol. You can have one of my cars, says Joseph. The keys are on the dash. Max fouls it off. Look at Max fight up there, y'all. Look at Max fighting. 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Got the average up to 230. Looking for home run number 10 on the season. 35 ribbies. And a swing and a miss. He goes down swinging. Strikeout number 2 for Canning. Stay out of the fire, Val. You upset me. I did send you the 2 memberships, and I told you to come pick up the Dave Roberts bobblehead. Yeah, that's not sufficient, Andrew. That is not a sufficient solution to your disrespect. Fouled off. Have you seen Born in East LA? Cheech plays a mechanic who gets sent to Mexico. I don't remember the whole movie, Alfredo. I don't really remember much about it at all, to be honest with you. I wonder how many filthy limericks can post here before I get banned. I don't even know what a limerick is, Perry, but one probably. Ground ball, fielded by Lindor, the long throw, and Pajes beats it out, a little two out single for Andy Pajes, formerly known as Pothead, here on the channel. I love those after work Corona parties, says Dr. Joanne Kraus. They were rarely Corona. At least the Hispanics I worked with hated Corona, hated it. It was usually Dos Equis or Bud. Outside called strike to Conforto. Outside ball. There once was a man from Nantucket that often puked in a bucket. Tecate will work too. There was Tecate at times, but mostly Dos Equis and Buds. The regular Bud too, not the Bud Light. Foul back. I saw a banner ad coming soon this summer. Cheech and Chong's last movie. Interesting. Can we just send him to the plate without a bat? Who? Oh, Conforto. Over to the right. Just give him this bat. Hey, just have him go up there with this bat. Conforto, here. Get out there. Strike three looking. Strike three looking, and Conforto looked befuddled. Tecate equals Mexican Budweiser, says Dr. Joanne Kraus. San Miguel beer, they like that, and Modelo. Not then, Joseph. Not back in those days. I had never heard of Modelo back then. Never. Modelo, fairly new to me, like the last decade. Val has a lifelong dream of hanging out in a painted up panel van with his Cheats mustache and smoke pouring out of the windows. I'm more of a Volkswagen bus van with a surfboard. Ruiz can play center field. Ruiz can play center field, says Mick. Tecate, Budweiser, Dos Equis Green, Miller High Life. That's what my grandpa and uncles used to drink, says Rubio. Robert needs to do something about Conforto soon, says Co. Maybe that's the reason for that call up today. Maybe that's the reason. I know they said they wanted another left-handed batter. Conforto's a left-handed bat, so he's the one they're targeting. Surfing in Arizona. Well, I would move. We said it was a dream. Dude is like walking out for the other team at this point, says Co. A limerick is a particular form of cheeky rhyming poem, perhaps named for a place in Ireland. Don't forget about Old Milwaukee. I don't think Old Milwaukee's big west of the Mississippi. I don't think it's a big deal west of the Mississippi. I think they do sell it in the K, but I don't think I've ever seen one in somebody's hand here. Called strike here to Lindor. One of my called shots. One of my called shots here. I don't think I've ever seen anyone with an Old Milwaukee beer in their hand. Golden anniversary? Never heard of that either. I remember Colt 45 in the Army. All right, Lindor strikes out on 3 straight pitches. Take a seat. Over there, you just got struck out by the Catman. You'll never see that shit in my hand either, says Caffrey. You using the pool valve? No. No, we're not going to talk about that, Theo. When we went to the Diamondback game, y'all, I did something horrible to my back. Something happened to my back that day we went to the Diamondback game, and it has not been right since. And I'm too hard-headed to go to the doctor. But I've absolutely advanced to a new stage of back pain on a daily basis. Homies drink Tecate and Carta Blanca from time to time, says Los Ratitos. I remember Colt 45 when I was 16. It was $1.75 a 6-pack at the commissary in Germany, Joseph. $1.75 for a sixer. Ground ball. Right past Hernandez. To Hernandez. And Nemo a 1-out single here in the top of the third. I grew up on Colt 45, says John. Schlitz, Blitz, Blatz, Paps. Cheap beers that sound like bodily functions. Joe Morgan played for the Colt 45, says Summerove. Joe Morgan in my lineup today for the Legends game this morning here on Valhalla Sports Talk. He was playing for the Astros. Dodgers are going to get more value by not playing Conforto than playing him. I wish I drank more, says Perry. Malt liquor. Yep, Colt 45 of that malt liquor. Thick stuff. I don't even think I could down one now. I don't even think I could finish a whole Colt 45 these days. Because that stuff was nasty. Olympia beer? I do remember it. I think I have an Olympia beer, like plastic calendar thing in the tavern that I got from a yard sale. My back and legs have been hurting for almost a week. I'm starting rehab. I saw that old fart YouTube notification, says Theo. Old Milwaukee, Lucky Lager. Pure, we drank it all, says Bobby. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sarah drops a membership. Sarah Smole, you MVP, VIP, VVIP, drops a membership. Who got it? Mick MacArthur gets it. Mick, if you are in the chat, Even if you're lurking, please come in and tell Miss Sarah thank you for the gifted membership. FJ Lopez in the house, and that fool can eat a hot dog, as far as I'm concerned. Ham beer was popular. Swinging a miss by Soto. All right, so 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on first. Soto smiling. Down low, gives Gonsolin the look again in the head shake. Gonsolin laughing at him. So Soto getting back to the shuffle, y'all. Sarah, did you gift another one, girl? Are you that crazy? Thank you, girl. Lounge Zinger gets it. A Mets fan. Lounge Zinger gets that gifted from Sarah. Please say thank you. All right. Gonsolin walks Soto. Miss Sarah, thank you so much, girl. Thank you so much. Wow, we had a lot drop off today. Looks like we had some drop off today. Gonsolin playing mind games. I think my first 6-pack was only 250, says John. Sarah deserves a thank you for hanging out with the high testosterone, low IQ crowd. Dang, Theo. That hurt. That hurt a little bit, Theo. Dung. Swing and a miss by the polar bear. Trade this fool, says FJ. Blatz, not Blitz. Thunderbird. We used to drink that Strawberry Hill shit. Fly ball. High. Mookie Betts makes the catch. Two-way. Two-way. Drop off what, says Bodo. Are you back on the road again? Just can't wait to get on the road again. My name is Bodo and I drive a truck for a living. And I just can't wait to get on the road again. Ooh, Gonsolin. Almost hit. Who is this dude? Who's this dude? I still don't know who this dude is. Oh, Beatty. 1-0, called strike. I guess I don't have to have that right there. I could have him off my ear holes. First game of the Stanley Cup is going into overtime. It's already over? Ground ball, first base side, fielded by Freddie. Underhand toss to Gonsolin. All right, no pain. No pain for the Dodgers. They're in the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the third. Rushing, Hernandez, Ohtani due up for the Dodgers. Did anyone drink Zima? Are we allowed to admit that? Has the statute of limitations expired? Yes, I've drank a number of Zimas. It's going into an overtime period. Well, I mean, are we already through 3 periods? Unfortunately, Theo, you're incorrect. We're all old men and we have high IQs but very low testosterone. Women get me my blue pill. By the way, Mets crybabies, eat a Dodger dog. I married a 22-year-old woman. I had a Wendy's Bacon Jr. and it's not enough, says Corber. I'm still hangry. I'm still hangry. What is Zima? It was kind of like a. I would say Zima was kind of like seltzers before seltzers became seltzers. Zima was like a sweet type beer that was clear, like vodka and Sprite. Exactly, Patricia. Exactly. I stole a 6 pack of Zima when I was a teenager, says Rubio. Rubio, ICE is at your door, bro. ICE is at the door. They want to speak to you. I had a bowl of chili for dinner, says Andrew. Doug Noble, I drank a lot of Zimas back in the day. Zima was the White Claw of the 90s. That's a good description, too, Alfredo. Val, On the Road Again is playing on my radio as I'm driving home. Too funny, says Bob. Sarah's had a Zima before. Zima was truly before truly. Clear Smirnoff Ice, but not sweet. I saw your rage tweet, Valhalla. Don't feel sorry for the Mets fans. Yeah, that dude. That's kind of a weird spot for me, Bodo, with that guy, old Frank on Barstool Sports. I mean, that guy obviously has severe mental issues. He's got severe health issues, and it's almost like a circus type thing. Come see the fat slow guy every day here at Barstool Sports Circus. Zima is what the preppy people drank. Dalton Rushing, y'all, is struggling. I don't care what his numbers say. That fool is in over his head. He is in over his head. He looks worse than Barnes did up there at the plate. Nope. I was born in Torrance. No ice coming for this Mexican. Never say never. Never say never. Zima and Strawberry. My wife loved them, says Bobby. Do you ever watch Mad Dog Sports? You talking about Bad Dog? I don't know that I know Mad Dog. Oh, Mad Dog from ESPN. No, I don't watch his shit. Foul back. Agreed regarding rushing. Now, I don't watch that Mad Dog guy from ESPN because he perfectly encapsulates what I believe is a serious East Coast bias in professional sports, and he's one of their ringleaders. Same with those guys that Obe likes, that Wilbaugh and Kornheiser or whatever. Zima with a strawberry Twizzler straw. I fouled down at the plate by Keke Hernandez. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Roblox baddies in the house. Talking about Mad Dog Russo, he's a New York apologist, like Bad Dog is. Alfredo, not a fan of ESPN. Oh hell. Thanks, Bodo. I'm familiar with Bad Dog. I like him. I think he does a good job. Probably Bodo. Oh, exactly, Maximus. Exactly. Ground ball to third. Throw across. They get Hernandez. All right. If I know Tommy's foot or ankle or whatever is re-injured, but they need to get Enrique Hernandez out of this game. If Kim is able to play today, they need to get Kim in that spot now. Now, not wait till the 8th, not wait till the 7th. Get him in there now because Enrique's not having a good game, y'all. He hasn't done well at the plate. He hasn't done well in the field. And Otani, base hit right field, but there ain't nobody on base to drive in. Not a soul on base to drive in. So if Kim is able to play today, he doesn't have to miss another at bat. Matter of fact, put him out there right now. Put him out there at second when the Dodgers go out on the field. Keep Kiki for October. Fouled off by Betts. Yeah, Enrique Hernandez doesn't have to step onto this field again tonight. And I don't even know if I totally agree with keep him till October personally, but whatever. I think he's on that list, the bottom 3 list. Faux show, faux show. No, I really think that Kim's out today because he's hurt, chat. I really do. You know the Dodgers don't tell us shit. Mookie, drive, fly ball, center field. We only got warning track power tonight, y'all. That one caught at the warning track. Nothing. We get nada in the bottom of the third. All right, I'll be right back, y'all. I'm going to use the restroom. All right, chat. I am back. I am back. Let all the streamers know. So something funny happened on the way to the restroom, y'all. Something funny happened. I walked by the COO, and in my cutesy little hubby voice, I said, "How you doing, BB?" As I walked past, and that bitch Siri woke up and said, "I don't understand what you just said." Siri, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the COO. Mind your own business. All right, Young at the plate here for the Mets. You sharded, says Rubio. Nope, wasn't that. It wasn't that. It was just Siri being a busybody. The Dodgers have always catered to the whims of the adoring fans, says Dr. Joanne Krause. Siri hears everything, says Obe. That's why I don't have Siri, says Elashiva. Who's that? Oh, I guess it was Hey Google that was the busybody, not Siri. Keep her away from sharp objects. Evidently, you have too much sexy time with Siri, says Bodo. Siri can talk to Alexa. PK is the reason we beat San Diego in Game 5 of the NLDS. How quickly we forget. I don't forget. I don't forget at all, Johnny. And I don't get with you, Johnny, specifically. I don't get with you specifically how you complain about everything on a daily basis, overreact on a daily basis to a number of Dodger players, and then when it's your guys, your Kershaw, your apparently Kike Hernandez, then all of a sudden, how soon we forget. How soon you forget. John Corber drops a membership. Thank you, sir. Alfredo gets it. Alfredo Yates is the COO. And all I'm saying about Hernandez, y'all, is tonight he shouldn't be on this field because he sucks. And two, he is definitely in the bottom third of the guys on this roster, looking right at a DFA. And that's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Tried to get it to my pops, is John. Alfredo thanks him, though. What was the point of signing Kim then, says Kerm? Fouled off. I made the mistake of telling my dad about the stream, says Perry. Well, don't just say stuff for the clicks. He means it. I do mean it. The problem with the team right now is they're all playing like the bottom third, says Bodo. I don't even know that we necessarily have a. I don't know. I don't know how to word all that, but swing and a miss. Struck him out. Take a seat. Over there, you just got struck out by Gonsolin. His fourth. His fourth of the day. I'm saying the ladies love Kike Hernandez. Yeah, well, I agree with that too. I think the fans love him. But he's cheeks today, y'all. He's absolute cheeks. Ground ball. Freddie tags the bag. San Diego moves into first tonight, says Johnny. I'm not sure, baby. All right, Torrens coming to the plate. 2 outs, runner on second. Up high ball. Run support always a problem. Let's go. You don't have to be right when you give an opinion. Just have to admit when wrong. I kind of agree with that too, Bobby. I kind of agree with that. I mean, I kind of got on Max a little bit last month. I kind of got on Max a little bit. I've been on that anti-Conforto train quite a bit this year. Um, the 1-1 swing and a miss. Kind of something I'm starting to regret is the whole Barnes thing because rushing is struggling, y'all. No matter what D-Max numbers say, rushing is lost at the plate. Absolutely lost at the plate. And at least with Barnes, you had somebody that had been there, done that. So that's kind of what Johnny's thinking too about Hernandez. But I don't think you have Kike Hernandez on the field today if Kim is healthy. If Kim is healthy, they better put him out there. All right, Gonsolin gets him out. It's going to be Freeman, Teoscar, and Muncy. General Thor. Stop it. Lay down or something. He's having a full meal there. Like he was eating a pig's foot. San Diego beating the Giants again, says Johnny. I liked Barnes, says Dr. Joanne. I still want them to burn Conforto's jersey in a barrel, says Theo. What did Schmidt say? So tell me again who he called up today. I'm a diehard Kirsch guy. I know he's not himself, but he's still my man, says Bob Phipps. I would have hung on the same way, Bobby, if we were back in the day with Garvey. Garvey, if he was struggling, and I would have been the same as a lot of you guys are with Kershaw. I don't, like I told you guys, I have a big black hole in my Dodger fandom. After the strike year, I kind of got away from it, and then I go in the military. I can't see it. Um, and then I'm younger and I'm working crazy hours all the time after I get out of the army at the juvenile center, at the car business. So I didn't have time to watch Dodger baseball through those years. He got dirt in his pants, COO, and then he forgot he was in the middle of 30,000 fans. But it itched and it hurt his pecker. I'm less concerned about Kike than I am about Conforto playing every single day, says Serge. You got a good point there, Serge. Got a good point. Rushing needs more playing time to fix his swing. Yeah, he's got to go back to OKC, Alfredo. But what do you do now? What do you do now if you send Rushing to OKC? Because we let go of Barnes. Did the 98 home run chase get you back interested in baseball? I watched some of it, Lounge Lizard, but not heavily. Like highlights on ESPN, but watching Dodger games every day? No, bro. No, bro. Freddie reaches out, fly ball left field. Caught by Nemo. He found it. One away. Yeah, I don't see any transactions either, Alfredo, but Ella Shiva's adamant that we brought a guy up. I've been on a champ team and I've been on a 2-18 team. Didn't change my vibe all that much. I just love baseball, says Obe. Catchers demanding a demanding position in fairness to rushing struggles. Oh, I get that too, Curb. I think catcher's the hardest. position in baseball. Cornelius, have you ever been backhanded by a Wilson garage sale glove? We'll see you later. All right, they're showing Freddie's hit last night, the walk-off. Teoscar at the plate, 1-0. Fouled off. Yeah, I was that's what I did when I first got out of the Army, Bobby. I was a juvenile detention officer for 5 years, and then I went over and worked courthouse security for a couple after the Oklahoma City deal. Another level of pitching that Rushing's not used to. I hear you, champ. I hear you, champ. But yeah, when I was working a full-time job, y'all, I hadn't had time to watch every Dodger game. Hell no. I mean, this is about the time that I would be coming home in the car business. Maybe a little earlier. Do we have a hit tonight? Says Joseph. I know Otani has a hit. Bobby, the juvenile detention center I worked in, bro, was a an absolute abomination. I mean, we're literally talking about cinder block walls, straight hallways, big bars, big keys, and not enough room, and doubled up capacity, always a double or more. Very dangerous situation for both the detainees and the staff. No, courthouse security was boring as hell. Oh, think TSA, but with judges. That was the most boring job I've ever had. Courthouse security. And it was tough when, the dudes would lose everything in their divorce. And they would get mad. You'd have to go fight them. And when all you did is you're like, damn, man, I feel bad for you. She got half your shit. Scared straight. Spinner. All right, they get Teoscar. Just a little soft tapper back to the pitcher. Canning throws him out. Two away. We just ain't got no buzz today, y'all. We ain't got no buzz. Bailiff. Nah, it was a lot of sitting at a table and, running the metal detector and the wand thing, and it was pretty lame. I did take a EMT class while I had that job. There's a juvie near your house. Val was Rusty the bailiff. I never got to be a bailiff. Yeah, we don't have one here anymore. I don't think either. I think juvenile detention is gone. They built a $8 million facility and used it for 10 years, maybe after I left, and then they closed it. I saw a job listing the other day again though for it. Maybe they're reopening it. I'll strike. If the Dodgers keep not scoring, I'm going to pass out here, says Patricia. I was county, dog. I was county. But my badge said state, right, CO? No, my badge said county. Yeah. Swing and a miss. Now it's a food court with a crumble and Raising Canes. No, court. No, I was a county. I think I was a state employee though, wasn't I? All right, Muncie Walks. I was a county employee with state benefits. Correct. But my badge had Cochise County on it. Juvenile detention. How did you meet the COO? I met her in a bar, a dance club. What was the name of it? Accolades? Huh? I met her in the Accolades nightclub here in town. Her and her friend were getting hound dogged by two GIs. And I went and asked them both to dance at the same time. Twofer! Valhalla goes for two! And the COO, then I went out for New Year's Eve a couple weeks later. We dated for 1,000,000 years before we got married. He probably sold her a used car. I wasn't even in the car business yet when I met her. How many judges actually wore pants underneath their robes? All of them, as far as I know, because they came into the courthouse. Their robe was up in their office. I will tell you though that there is a courthouse in Bisbee, one of the courtrooms that has a gun hidden in the drawer underneath the judge's bench, or did then, with a secret door. I still have my cards from JV. I used to scare my friends' kids, says Bobby. What's up, Yarsh? All right, the Mets are having too much fun, y'all. The Mets aren't taking us serious. 3-2 here to Pajes with 2 outs and a runner on first. And the Mets are yodeling. They're doing everything in the dugout there, like a bunch of kids, little leaguers. Pajes saws off his bat right down the middle, and he'll have to get some new hickory. I like Raising Canes, but they are just a bit overpriced. I've never had Raising Canes. COO here's chicken, fast food. She's pretty much out. She's not interested. Chicken and fast food. That's what you hate. You're not into it. He does enjoy Popeyes from now and then. Ground ball, right to Lindor. Throw across. They get us. So nothing in the bottom of the fourth either, chat. We get nothing in the bottom of the fourth. It's still 3-0 Mets. I think we're going to come back in this, y'all, because I don't think the Mets are taking us serious at this point. I just from the look of that dugout, that is a dugout that is checked out, moved on to tomorrow. So don't be surprised if we come back here, y'all, and whoop that ass. Don't be surprised. Who's coming up for us? Or them. Raising Canes is good. I do believe I just doxed myself, says Perry. Val, how far are you from Yuma? Yuma's quite a way. Yuma's like the halfway point from here to San Diego, Rubio. Oh shit, 3D, y'all. We lost the 3D. We lost the 3D, so I got to do something. Slow going tonight, says John. You talk about a hot place, Yuma. Rubio. Yuma is hell on earth, bro. You have to order extra cane sauce, says Surge. 3 hours, 10 minutes to Yuma. 3:10 to Yuma. I worked a couple times when I did testing on Post. I worked a couple times in Yuma, and that place is like 120 in the summer, y'all. It's like 120, and you're out there. There's no shade, and you're trying to work on like tank treads and stuff, measure the usage. It's crazy, crazy hot. But that is the highway. If you're driving from here and you want to go to San Diego, you cut through past Yuma and roll right into San Diego. All right, Lindor, one of my called shots at the plate. Gonsolin, first pitch fouled off, strike one. I saw the Yuma Scorpions independent baseball a couple of times when I was in Yuma. Says, oh, 0-1 to Lindor. Grounded foul. So that Mets guy that's wearing the catcher's mask is over there catching baseballs that are fouled off. All right, this one inside almost hit Lindor again. So that is Acuna that's wearing that catcher's mask. Yuma Territorial Prison, says Richter. Bodo, I can honestly say I never thought I would see you type that in the chat. Two balls, two strikes. Fouled straight back. Has Mary Hart already left the building in the top of the fifth? There's some dude in her chair. All right, so Soto has joined the clown posse in the New York Mets dugout. Getting a little loopy, says Bodo. Popped up, infield. Mookie comes in, makes the catch. One away. One away, chat. I drove through dark too, lane twisty attorney roads. And then he deleted it. She's bored with this game, says Patricia. I never synced up the 3D. Yeah, I'm all messed up, yo. I'm all messed up. And Nemo 1 for 2 with a single in this game. We're trying to get synced up. Fouled off. Bob says it's okay, Bodo. I'm loopy most of the time. Where? I don't know what that. It must be dirt. The ground must still be wet from the rain yesterday. Struck him out. Take a seat. Over there. You got struck out by the cat man. That's Gonsolin's 5th strikeout of the night. After a rough first inning, he's kind of settled in here, ladies and gentlemen. Gotcha, Bodo. Theos, take a seat. Down low. Ball 1. Y'all, if the Hearts checked out in the 5th inning, I might pick at Dodger Stadium here pretty quick. Up high ball. The dude that was talking Mary Hart's ear off has moved into her seat. So making it virtually impossible for anyone to move down there. That dog going to do his 24-hour charity stream? Catch a trucker's nap, bro. You got this, says Bobby. Down low to Soto. Soto's smiling the whole time. These guys are clowning us, y'all. Gonsolin playing into it, too. Tony looking right back at him, too, y'all. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Soto still smiling. I don't know if I've ever seen this. Soto rips it right field. Foul. What did he do there? What is he going to do here? He looked at him as he was running towards first. He knew that was foul. I saw a video last night of Soto in right field, and the Dodger fans were chanting, "Future Dodger, future Dodger." And Soto had turned around, was laughing at him and talking to him. And the inning ended, and Soto was still out there and forgot that it was the end of the inning and had to run in because his whole team was already off the field. So he is not exactly locked in, ladies and gentlemen, in New York. 3-2. Down low, check swing. Ball 4. both rushing and Gonsolin pleading with the third base umpire to punch him out for the check swing. They gave him 15 years and something. 15 years, 750. Anthony Bonda is up in the Dodger bullpen. He's still banking that Mets salary, says dog catcher. He just doesn't want to go back to those Montreal Expos, says Patricia. No ball, 1 strike here to the polar bear. Pete Alonso. Down low ball. 765 milli. I never want Soto, not a Dodger, says Kenneth. 15 years, 750. I thought you were talking about somebody who got arrested. Yeah, 15 years though, y'all. 15 years. Otani's obviously was 10. One ball, one strike. Fouled off. Oh, hell, I didn't turn off AI Valhalla. I know y'all miss me when I'm not up there. I know you do. Soto. Oh, they could have got Soto, but they struck out the dude instead. Take a seat, polar bear. Go back to your iceberg. You just got struck out by the Catman. Meow. So not impressed with the Soto idea? I would take Soto before I'd take any cheating Astros, says Schmidt. The rumor is that Boston is probably going to be open to trading Bregman. So Bregman or Muncy, chat, you make the call. Back to the igloo, says Caffrey. All right, who we got? All right, Conforto, Rushing, Hernandez. I'm good. I'll nod here in a little bit. It's just hard for me to sleep at night, says Bodo. Muncy, says Robin. Iceberg? I don't know, bro. I was looking for something, Kerm, but I didn't know. What's the little floating ice sheet that they hang out on? What is that called? Fish heads, Roppoli fish heads. Bregman never, says Schmidt. We have to score this inning, says Alfredo. Barnes and Barnes, says Obe. I'm gonna try to do that celebrity all-star game for the all-star weekend. Gold player jerseys night, Wednesday, June 18th against the Padres. A little troll. Mets overpaid a player again. Iceland, both. They're called ice floats. This ball hit by Conforto, right field, foul. Had the distance, did not have the direction. I'd take Devers before I took Bregman, but I'd rather have Duran, says Alfredo. No, they're not giving up Devers, are they? No way. I think they're talking about giving up Bregman because he pissed off Devers. And Devers is the cornerstone, the franchise. Outside ball. Glaciers. Ellie Dela Cruz is our third baseman in 2027. Don't need Bregman. 2-1. Conforto fouls that one off. 2-2. Conforto's average 167. He's 0 for 1 tonight. The nation doesn't like him even a little bit. All right, this pitcher friend of Bodo's, of Obe's, is at 73 pitches. Canning at 73 pitches here in the bottom of the fifth. 2-2. Fouled off. Yeah, exactly. The flat ones. The little ice sheets. This is hit left field. Caught by Nemo, who's been busy out there tonight. Devers is poo-poo defensively, says Kerm. That's what I've heard. He's not very good on the defense. He also puts a lot of chewing tobacco in his mouth, y'all. Lots. Inside, called strike. Conforto is a bum, says Johnny. Devers is a bum defensively, says Kerm. Inside ball. One ball, one strike here. What the hell happened to Conforto? And did I call it? Swing and a miss. Anyway, there's an out. Did I call it? Oh, he flew out to Nemo. I'm saying here tonight, y'all. One ball, two strikes. There we go. Rushing. Base wrap. Right center. There you go, Dalton. There you go, Dalton. Crushing. Best number in baseball. Other than 6 or 10. You know what it is, COO. Hey, we got a new first base coach. Who's this dude? Dodgers have some guy wearing a 90 over there on first base. And Woodward moves over to third. So what happened to Dino? Down low to Hernandez. Maybe Dino ain't feeling good tonight, y'all. Pedro Montero, the new first base coach for the Dodgers. He's a video guy. Up high to Hernandez. Sits him right down in the box. Dino had to go to his oh my goodness. Hernandez takes one for a ride, but foul. It gets all the way up, almost into the third level. So Dino had to go to a graduation for either his daughter or his granddaughter. Why not give Rushing a chance to play left field instead of Conforto on the days he doesn't catch? 2-2 outside. Oh, and Hernandez looks at strike three. Looks at strike three. Robert said, hey, man, you're going to be the first base coach right now. That's what qualifies him. 2 outs, runner on first. Swing and a miss by Ohtani. For his son Brady, says Rubio. They tried Rushing and left at OKC, failed experiment. And at third, says Johnny. Down low, ball gets away. Runner holds. Call me crazy. Put Ohtani in the outfield. That's where I think Ohtani should be, y'all, is when he's not pitching, he should be in left. I'm with you, Kerm. Why not put Ohtani out there? He's bored to death. Falling asleep in the dugout. Dino's son is a real good baseball player at Corona High School who happens to be graduating, says Rubio. Yeah, no lie, dog catcher. No lie. Tonight is so exciting, says Theo. Sarcastic. Alert. Outside, ball 3 to Ohtani. I mean, why not put Ohtani out there, y'all? Because you don't want him throwing guys, trying to throw guys out from left field. Yep. 3 balls, 1 strike. We about to get a new love seat for in here chat. We about to get one of them fancy some bitches with speakers and lights, plugins for your phone. Called strike. Ohtani didn't like the call. I didn't either. We'd have been tapping our helmet if we had pitch check or whatever that thing's called. Absolutely. Look at that mofo. Told your mom about the stream? Ohtani looked cute napping in the dugout, says Alfredo. Oilers win in overtime. Ohtani takes strike 3 looking. Got him with a changeup. Ohtani's bailing out of the box. And he catches strike 3 looking. The Oilers might just be a team of destiny this year, y'all. They might just be a team of destiny in the NHL there. Power play goal with seconds left to play. Hat game. Hat game. 1 is my answer. CO can't pick one because I already picked it. COO says she'll take 3. And she will catch that L in the hat game. Catch that L, COO, and own it. And yes, I will take some cheesecake and a glass of milk. Not that big, though. When you go, no rush. Not a quarter of it, but maybe a quarter. Not a quarter. Okay, a quarter of it. It's so good. It's so good. A Freddie Freeman body pillow? They don't make those. I don't know who that is. That second strike was BS. Faxco. Fax. Great moments. Who's that? Isn't that Beltray? Ripped left field. Extra base hit. Ground rule double for that was actually Ramirez. And he's doing the home run trot. Nobody telling him. David deserves the cup. He's playing outstanding during this cup run, says Richter. Trust me, they make body pillows of anything, says Perry. I'll take a quarter, says Patricia Andrews. I shook my head last night when a local TV sportscaster wearing a bow tie mispronounced Edmonton, something like Edmonston. All right, the Banda is back together, y'all. On the bump, first pitch, Steve Roik to Beatty. And this is true life, y'all. The Hearts must have left at the top of the fifth. Why even go? Why would you even go to the stadium? Or are they sitting somewhere else? Do they go visit Freddie's suite or something? This hit, left center field, caught by Conforto. One away. McDavid is the favorite to win the Conn Smythe Trophy plus 125. I should. Kids these days is dog catcher. Sterling Marte. A big pet peeve of mine is when people mispronounce Wimbledon. All flash, no pass is dog catcher. Rich people problems is Rubio. Facts. Facts, Rubio. COO eyeball update, chat. COO eyeball update. It's pretty much gone away. There is still a shadow. And she learned her lesson, everybody. She learned her lesson. Ow! What's up, Bruce Davis? Wears bow ties and some sneakers. Did Val just do it? What? I don't know. Did I? Swang and a miss. Have we activated the axe yet, y'all? Have we activated the axe? You gave her another shiner, says Co. I didn't give her a single shiner. Ground ball. Fielded by Max. The throw to Freddie. Got him. Freddie says, good throw, Max. Taps the dirt with his glove. No more Eclipse watching without special glasses. Maybe the Hearts went to go find their man, Butler Max. She accidentally hit the door, says Bodo. Give a kid their first skateboard, toss a pebble in front of them. Just saying, says Bobby. You remember those skateboards that when they first kind of started getting popular, chat, and there were skateboards and skates, and the wheels were like, I don't even know what the fabric was. It seemed like they were made out of concrete. And man, if that hit the smallest of rock, your ass was launched. You were going for a ride. One time I headbutted my wife coming back to bed in the dark. The COO has headbutted me at least 50 times, chat. At least 50 times. And every time it was intentional. I know it. I know it. You don't be leaning over in the dark towards them for a smooch, because they will turn around on your ass quick, y'all. And pow. Right in the kisser, right in the nose, sometimes in your eyeball. Clay wheels. My first skateboard was metal wheels. I remember metal skates. You get it, Val, says Bobby. Slow roller to Bonda. Throw to Freddie. So these fools got three on us early, and we ain't done shit to try to get three back. It's Betts, Freeman, Teoscar, due up. Nolly the seed launch. I forgot about the metal wheels, Bodo. I don't remember seeing the metal ones on skateboards. I do remember them on skates, though. On skates. Nowadays, these wheels they use on their skateboards and such, they're so soft. They're so soft, it almost looks like you get hit one in the head and it wouldn't hurt. Probably would, though. Act 1 sucked, Act 2 was dull, but Act 3 could make up for it. Sammy Boy Smith, looks like our Dodgers are punting today. Thinks the Dodgers are going to win the war with the Mets. We're seeing all four of their best starters playoffs time well. Get to him, watch. Hey, Val, blink twice if you need help, says Alfredo. You know you're old when you can remember metal skates, says Marky Doo. Listen, y'all, when I was in high school, going to the skating rink and skating in circles for 3 hours was all the rage. All the rage. You're not that soft. You need the harder ones to shred, says Yarsh. Metal skates with keys. The power slide. Those metal ones were hand me downs like your brother's blue jeans. Yeah, I'm not 60 yet. I'm pushing fast, though. Andrew is back. Blake Snell bobblehead, y'all. Monday, June 16th against the Padres. Is everything we do trolling the Padres? we do the we do the damn jersey giveaway, the World Series jersey giveaway against the Padres. We do the Blake Snell bobblehead against the Padres. Up high, called strike. Happy skateboarding, says Yarsh. I got a brand new pair of roller skates, and you got the key. I'm so old now I forgot what we did in high school for fun, says Co. We did a lot of movies. We did a lot of going to the Hawthorne Mall. We did a lot of going to the beach. Mookie, fly ball, shallow, center field. McNeil makes a catch. One away. Val was a disco roller skating master like John Travolta. I wasn't really one of the good ones, the ones that did it well, but I was the one that did it steady. You know what I mean? I was just chillaxing, rolling in a circle, y'all. I didn't have much confidence as a high schooler. Didn't have much confidence. Didn't talk to too many people. Had a pimply face. Down low, called strike. You don't get to see Snell pitch, but you get to get his bobblehead. Yeah, I think it did, Schmidt. I think you're right. That's where we went to the movies and everything, I think. Hitting the record shops, crank calling people. Plenty to do. down low. We spent a ton of time at the rec park in El Segundo, y'all. We used to hoop at night, hoop at the nighttime, play baseball, American Legion ball. Freddie strikes out swinging, y'all. It's like we're not even there tonight. It's literally like we're not even there. Hey, Chico. What's up, little Chico? You handsome little devil. Didn't the Padres have a Mickey Mouse giveaway? They did. They did, come to think of it, Alfredo. Maybe it's a little payback. Oh, no doubt, Bobby. No doubt. Down low, called strike. What was your pickup line, Val? I'm not the best, but I'm steady. I didn't have no pickup lines either. Oh, I didn't have no pickup line. My girlfriend in high school picked me. Center field. Caught. The Giants had the Mickey Mouse giveaway. That's right, Johnny. You're right. Nobody used the phone. I'm downloading a nudie pic. It's going to take 16 hours. Bee boo bee. Did you roller skate with the big ass boom box on your shoulder? No, I didn't have one of them. I didn't have one of them, y'all. Smoking cigarettes and watching Captain Kangaroo. Now don't tell me I've nothing to do. Pizza parlor after home football games. I can't remember the name of the burger joint in El Segundo that we used to go to all the time. I think it's still there. It's not a franchise. It's not a franchise. It's just past. It's on Main even, but I think it's still there. It was there when the COO and I went back last time. Thank you, dear. You have a fancy hairdo tonight, COO. That's fancy. Looking like one of the old Victorian queens. All right, cheesecake, smaller piece. This looks too small now. I'm so old when your pictures were done, you had to pick them up at Save On the next day. Who the hell smokes anymore? The umpire's wrong. It's an old song, Val, says Marky Do. I need to learn to roller skate so I can fully transition into Ramona Flowers. What's up, Manuel? It must have been the Padres. Yeah, Padres did the Kershaw crying thing. COO doing that foxy look. That's what she was going for, Theo. All right, Lou Trevino. Pickup line. Roses are red. Red is the sun to me. You will always be number one. Married 42 years. Another good pickup line was I used to be goofy at Disneyland. If you have a small piece of cheesecake, it's because it's the last slice. Strike one here to Torrens with one out. I missed an out. Oh, this ain't gonna work. I was wearing my headphones on my neck and it does. Mookie to Freddie, two away. Two-way chat. I was the hamburglar at McDonald's, says Caffrey. Patricia loved her plastic AM radio. Yeah, he is kind of open to interpretation there, Manuel. Called strike here. Girls like to ask questions about Disney stuff for sure, says Summer Obe. Last night this was frozen, y'all. Tonight it is just mouth melting. It just melts in your mouth. Absolutely delicious. Bodo, man. Roses are red, violets are blue. I suck at poems. Nice hooters, says Schmidt. Ripped foul. How did that one work for you, Schmitty? 3-2, fouled off. So I talked that mess before the stream about how I was picking the home run hitters every game. Ain't none of them hit tonight. Not one of them. I don't even think there's been a home run in this game. These announcers are bored as hell too. Little flare to Muncie for the third out. All right, a dad got his son out there checking out the Sandy Koufax statue. Who you got, COO? I got Orbit. Which one? No, Orbit's the green one. The Astros. Yeah, I'm killing her in the games today, y'all. I beat her in the hat game, and I beat her in this one. It's my night. It is my night. Lots of tasers. Giants beat the Padres 6-5. Wow. So does this mean the Padres are not going to be in first place at the end of the night, Johnny? Is that what it means? How about this Clase guy? Would Cleveland trade him? Trevino has been a pleasant surprise, says Richter. True. Val knows how to make me dinner jealous. We just had pizza, dude, from the take and bake place. I don't know how that would make you jealous. Here I sit straight on the pooper, about to give birth to a Florida State trooper. Truck stop bathroom wall poem, says Beto Campano. Oh man, and you know if it's in a truck stop that a state trooper was in there at some point. Well, at least we could try to tie the series tomorrow, says Andrew. Father's Day bucket hat, y'all. Sunday, June 15th. Look at that. It's even got a strap on it, COO. All right, Taylor to center field. New pitcher, Jose Castillo. Don't we have a Jose Castillo that stops by the chat every once in a while? I'm going to get me a Sara Lee cheesecake with cherries. Muncie, first pitch, ground out. Strawberries, not cherries, strawberries. That'll bring up Pajes. He is Schmidt. Mike Hawk checks into the chat. The Dodgers are really hit and miss this year. Kind of reminds me of last year. Then all of a sudden, the pieces fell together, and we know how that ended. What's up, Mike? It's been a bit. Reynaldo Marchias, F. Bergman, or any other Astro. That is why Jose Castillo is not in the chat today, says Alfredo. What's up, MKI? Did anyone see that Fantastic Four popcorn bucket that looks like Galactica? Talk about overindulgence. No, I didn't see it. You get it at the movie theater? I've seen those big popcorn buckets around Christmas time with the 4 different kinds of popcorn. I wanted Obe, says Bodo. That Stitch bucket is cute, but why did they remake Lilo? Meant to say Galacticus? Galactus? Pajes rips it into left field. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Andy Pajes headed for 2. And the Dodgers finally got a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the 7th, down by 3. Plaze is an ex-Padre, so is Max Fried, Trey Turner, and many other major leaguers. Trey Turner was a Padre? Conforto fouled off. I think Kim's hurt, y'all, and Davey didn't tell us. They might have just waited for me, says MKI. All right, Conforto did his job, y'all. He gets drilled by a pitch. And the Dodgers got runners on first and second with 1 out. They are in business like Budweiser. I think so. All right, we got a mosh pit on the mound of Mets. The Mets mosh pit, if you will, in 3D land. Dodgers trying to get their gang loaded up over on the first base side. Everybody's putting down their bandanas, pulling them out of their pockets. And we about to have a rumble at Chavez Ravine. The rumble. All right, the Popo just showed up and broke it up, y'all. The Popo just showed up and told them, go back to your hoods, foos, or we're going to start locking you kids up in the juvies. Who's up? Is that Hassan? No. Rushing, swing, and a miss. Yeah, he does. Catcher. No ball, one strike. Rushing fouls it off quickly in an 0-2 hole. Conforto like the Brady kid on Bad News Bears that couldn't hit, but it was great by hit by a pitch. Come on, baby. Rushing strikes out on 3 straight pitches. 3 straight pitches, every one of them, he's chasing. And we're going to roll Enrique Hernandez back out here again, chat. We're going to roll Kike out here. Give him a chance to make me look bad. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Hernandez left in there because it's a lefty on the bump, apparently. I thought lefties were what Kim could hit. That's what I was told. No ball, one strike to Hernandez. Swing and a miss by KK. Hernandez, sometimes Enrique. No balls, 2 strikes. Ryan Stanek and his, what the hell's that hairdo called? Mullet are up in the Mets bullpen. The 0-2, Hernandez just goes down swinging on 3 straight pitches. Good job. Good job, Enrique. Good job, man. Because you played well in the postseason last year, Enrique, I'm gonna give you a sticker and tell you to go sit in the freaking dugout, scrub. Oh man, we get nothing, y'all. We get jack squat, jack squat. So bad the 3D said, I give up. I give up. 3D said, this is booty cheeks. Yeah, it looked like he was in a beehive. It looked like he was in a beehive getting swarmed by bees. In France, do they pronounce mullet as moulet? Okay, I'm headed out, says Perry Flores. We'll see you, Perry. We will see you. The Dodgers have come back the last 2 games in the 9th inning. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. Dodgers have come back in the last 2 games in the ninth. Usually when Roberts can fix his screw ups in the lineup. We need to trade the entire farm for Bobby Witt Jr. Circle K has the best booty cheeks, says Nuvo. Can Jack Squat play left field? Go LA, says Michael Cedillos. So you guys can bet your Batootie that if DMAC does an after game stream, one Enrique, aka Kike Hernandez, is going to catch absolute hell tonight from the nation. He is going to catch absolute hell. Him and Conforto. They will be the rotten apple of the nation's eyeball. Fantastic Four has had a bad movie luck for decades, says Stephen Richter. Too many. You can't have too many stars. You can't have too many stars in the superhero movies, y'all. You know, you got the main dude and then the villain and maybe a sidekick or two, but you can't do 4. And we just hit this fool. And this is a new pitcher. Lodos. Diaz is up, terrifying, in the Mets bullpen. Shutout coming, no run support, no wins, says Theo. Let's go Oilers, says Caffrey. Juan Soto at the plate here, y'all. With one on, inside ball. Soto got the look of that guy that's about to hit a bomb here and give the Mets a 5-0 lead. 0 for 1 tonight, 2 walks and an RBI. Got that foot facing backwards to the pitcher. Mighty swing and a miss. Mighty got a piece of Rushing, who he checks on immediately. One ball, one strike. This Dodger pitcher looks like he just came off a bender with Bob Phipps. Down low ball. Bobby, did you drop this guy off at Dodger Stadium? This dude absolutely looks like he just came off a bender. Soto fouls it off. He's trying to get old Lotos to engage. Is Soto. Lotos just says, man, I got a freaking hangover, bruh. I've come to the conclusion that I do not like Juan Soto. Up high, ball. Tell the Avengers that, Valhalla, says Johnny. What a great night for the Oilers. Draisaitl with the goal winner in overtime, says Marky Doo. Down low ball, they walked him again. Soto getting in his steps today, y'all. Soto is getting in his steps. He's checking his watch. He says, I'm at 10,000. That was my goal. That was my goal for the day. These Mets jerseys suck. I'm just saying, y'all. I think they suck. About the Spider-Man TV show with that dude from Sound of Music. Swing and a miss by Alonso. You're going to the dollar store, Johnny? As a Kings fan, I'm tired of him. Me too, MKI, but I've been tired of him since the 80s, bro. This ball crushed by Alonso. Sayonara means goodbye. A 2-run shot, maybe a 3-run shot. 6-zip. 6-zip. Bad shit happening. The only thing I remember about Sound of Music is Julie Andrews' boobs and the Nazis. The polar bear. He be hitting bombs. Joseph says Pete wants his money. Looks like Mary Hart knew something, says Schmidt. I really wanted the Pirates to sign Alonso. I thought it was a no-brainer, says Richter. COO checking out, says good night all. Right after she leaves, y'all, I'm going to drop some points. Mary Hart checks in, says bets, Mets, all. Somebody remind me to close betting tonight. I think I forgot last night. What? Oh, you funny, COO. You're like funny, haha though. Oilers are P Diddy's favorite team, says John. Game over. Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a Spider-Man. Spin a web any size. Can't believe I don't know the words. Look out. Here comes Spider-Man. Tomorrow's an early game, chat. Day game. I like the Ramones cover version of Spider-Man. This is Dog Catcher. Excuse me. It's a great tune, says O. Swang and a miss. Take a seat over there. You just got struck out by the drunk guy on the mound. I did miss my buzzball tonight, Johnny, so you might be onto something. You might be onto something. I did miss my pregame cocktail. Uh-oh, we got drama. We got somebody running on the field. I'll have to see it on TikTok, y'all. They are running out after his ass, though. A lot of guys running out there. You know they don't show it on the TV, y'all, but everything, the truth is always found on the tiki-talkie. So I'll be seeing that when I'm trying to get to sleep tonight. Whoever that is, whatever he's doing, but the fans are hyped. The fans. Maybe he went after Soto. Can't because the Dodgers are in the field. Maybe he went to beat Conforto's ass. What if a dude just jumped out of the stands and went out there and squared up with a Conforto? That would be Johnny, y'all. All right, now a round of applause. I don't know if that means he's still running or they tackled him. I like the Yankee games. These Mets games can eat a hot dog, says Theo. Spider Pig. It's Mr. Hart. What if it was Mary? What if it was Mary run out there all jiggly? It's taken a while. Freddie's still looking out there. So whatever it is, it's taken a little while to clear up. And the streaker play left. Someone check the tiki-talkie and tell me what that was. Who was running on the field there and what they did. Huge delay. I mean, and the fans were going nuts. And they sent I saw at least 5 security guys run through the camera view because you know they don't show it. There's still a buzz in the crowd, y'all. That was the most excitement the Dodgers have seen. The Dodger fans tonight. Down low, called strike. They had to take a little time to rough him up, says Co. The guy proposing, the guy proposing on the field, then getting tackled is still my favorite, says Dufo. Video probably up on X Twitter. True. Anywho, 2 outs here in the top of the eighth. Mets get a 3-run home run. They lead it 6-0. Ronnie Mauricio 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Go outside, Thor. Go pee pee. Thor's like, I ain't going out there. There's snakes out there. How'd you scare him? All right, line shot to Muncy for the 3rd out. All right, so we go to the 8th. They'll show Buck Nakeds. This is dog catcher. Let me see. Let me see if it's already up on X, y'all. All right, so the video is already up. It's put up by the nation, and he was running along the warning track in the outfield and made it quite a ways. Almost made it all the way to the Dodger bullpen from right field. And there were a lot of dudes in full pursuit. A push knocked him down to the ground, and then they roughed him up. As you say, they roughed him up out there. But it is up on X. Dodgers Nation posted it. It's probably D-Mac videotaping it with his phone. That dude was moving, y'all. He was moving. He was definitely at high speed. Twitter's a tough place to look nowadays. Tough place to even look into for a second. He could just go to the dugout and punch both Kike and Conforto. All right, Bodo, we'll see you, buddy. Have a good day. Otani at the plate here. I don't know if we're at all synced. Quickly 1-1 to Otani. All right, timeout. Hey, baby. I got to get it synced on this one, yo. Otani 1 for 3 today with a single. This next pitch, down low in the dirt. Runs the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Up high to Otani. Count goes full. Payoff Otani ground ball base hit right field. Looked a lot like his base hit early in the game. As a Kings fan since I was 5 years old, I'm pulling for the Oilers for Connor McDavid. F you to all the Oiler haters. Gretzky the great one. I hated the Oilers when Gretzky was on them. Marky do. I was at the game where Dave Taylor KO'd Gretzky. Or Gretzky went down like he was KO'd. Right downtown bang, called strike. Mookie's turn now, says it MKI. Better sports name, Ron Tugnut or Dick Trickle? Dick Trickle. Ground ball third, fielded, over to first, backhanded by Alonso. They get Mookie. One away. Otani the second. That's how you play a short hop right there, y'all. Textbook. 2, 3, and 4 hitters are 0 for 10 tonight. And we're going to put Rojas in here, y'all. Who's Rojas pinch hitting for? Rojas going to pinch hit for Freddie Freeman. Sold. Rojas sits at the second. Acuna to first. 2 away. 2 away, Chet. Six security guards to hold him down. Even at Dodger Stadium, they treat you like a king. Yeah, McSorley was the enforcer. Correct. DFA the whole lineup, says John. This ball hit. Center field. Caught. 3 away. But we did get a runner to third. We can't score. We deserve this beating, says O. Facts. Facts, y'all. So we're not going to hold the tiebreaker against the Mets, y'all. We will not hold the tiebreaker against the Mets no matter what happens tomorrow if we lose on this night. So one obstacle already up. One obstacle activated to try and keep us from our second World Series title in a row. So the final of that Oiler Panther game was 4-3 in OT. With the San Diego loss, the Dodgers will still be in first place in the National League West, even with a loss tonight. We have been very lucky with that in 2025, with the Padres and the Giants losing when they need to win. Tomorrow's game, no chat. Tomorrow's game, I will be live for that unless I am not. It's a 1:10 start, Mountain Standard Time. So 4:10 Eastern. David Peterson versus Landon Knack in a bullpen game for the Dodgers. And then Friday, y'all, Friday we start that series against. We go on the road actually and start that series against St. Louis for the weekend. Sonny Gray will be on the bump for them, and we will have a bullpen game there as well. So that's what it looks like. Tyrone Taylor at the plate. How many brownie points do we get for getting to third? Shutout means you suck and you know it, Doyers. Griffin Canning makes the best strawberry jam. I was a Bernie Nichols, Luke Robitaille, Rob Blake fan, says Rubio. I used to love when Bernie would score and do the pumpernickel. But my guy was Taylor, y'all. My guy was Taylor on the Triple Crown line. And I was a big fan of Jay Wells and Hardy on defense. A buddy of mine, his girlfriend used to babysit Jay Wells' kids, and he'd party over there at times. Jay Wells was not worried about minors drinking alcohol in his El Segundo townhome. I'm a Dowdy and Kopitar guy, says Rubio. This ball hit. Pages makes the catch. Now I'm a Dowdy and Kopi guy. Green and the thing. The Mets have been screwing around in the dugout the entire game. If the Dodgers were to somehow come back miraculously and win this game, that right there, that whole scene in the dugout would be shown all day tomorrow on SportsCenter. All day. Cornholio and Wombat or whatever his name is would talk about it. That Mad Dog guy would be talking about it. Down low ball. We're only a grand slam and 2 solo home runs away from tying it. Juan Soto lands the bottle and heads down to take a leak. Foul back. David Catalano drops a fiver. Thank you, sir. Thank you, David, for the $5 Valhalla Holla. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, dude. This ball fouled off on the right side. They're talking about backyard games that you can play. Foul straight back. Thank you, David. Thank you, buddy. All right, we did get 3,000 views. We got 111 likes, $5 in super chats, super stickers, and 3 new members. Teoscar's batting average is down 30 points. Yeah, I made him the bobblehead, hoping that might shake him out of it. I tried all morning in MLB The Show to get Teoscar on track. Couldn't get him on track there either, y'all. Couldn't get him on track there either. But anyway, 2 away here after a fly out to Pajes. 2 outs. Trade all these bums, says FJ. Rogie Vachon in goal. Had a great defensive team, but they couldn't score. That was a little bit before my time, 73. Grounded. Rojas to Hernandez. All right, bottom of the ninth, y'all. We're going to go to the main for the rest of this bad boy. I'm going to close betting. Well, betting's already closed, but I'm going to close it out, y'all. If the Dodgers perform a miracle and come back in the bottom of the ninth, I will drop 100,000 points to each and every one of yous that are still here. But I'm going to start shutting down the mothership as well. I'm going to shut down the mothership here. Here's this fool. Sape Mako has 3,000 in his Dodger Met stream, and it's because he shows the game, and YouTube lets him do it. YouTube just lets him do it, y'all. Let me do that. Let me do the peek-ins like he does, and watch how quick they shut my ass down, y'all. If I was to do that, a matter of fact, my first strike that I beat was for that, peeking in on every pitch, and it took him one day to shut me down and put me on a week's vacation. No lie, y'all. No lie. All right, Max Muncy coming up. When pitchers aren't pitching and hitters aren't hitting, you lose. Sitting Ducks. Valhalla doing the World Baseball Classic. Bro, I don't even know if this channel's going to be here for the World Baseball Classic. I'm not going to lie to you. I am not going to lie to you, y'all. Swing and a miss. Down low to Max, check swing. Third base umpire said he didn't go around. No, I never saw him play the Seals, man. Rubio, I never saw him play the Seals. I remember there were a couple guys that used to go to the games that had Seals jerseys, but I never saw him play. I've never seen a team score 0 and win since me neither. Max fouls that one off. A full count here to Max. Muncy strikes out swinging. Yeah, that dude that went on the field there, y'all. He was he had some speed to him. That wasn't Morgana out there, y'all. Well, man was rolling. Down low to Pajes. Looks like the Twins keep winning. Pajes left center field. Pajes goes yard. Pajes dialed in, y'all. His 12th of the year. Single, double, home run. Just needed the triple. He just needed the triple, y'all. That'll bring up Conforto. So it won't be a shutout. I can't do that score here. Only the gluttons for punishment are left in the chat. Yeah, we're fighting to stay above a hundo, y'all. We are definitely fighting. You know what I didn't do today, y'all? You know what I didn't do? I didn't. Conforto bouncer foul. All right, close this shit, Val. Close this laptop. Popped up. All right, so 2 away. That'll bring up Rushing. Dalton Rushing coming up to the plate. Let me throw some commercials in there. Well, we still got 100. I didn't promise you a rose garden alone in the sunshine. There's gotta be a little rain sometimes. Sad nights for Dodger fans. Just rush it, Rushing. I'm bored. I'm going to set a record here, y'all. I might set a record. Good night, Gracie. Thank you to the subscribers. Those are the berserkers, the members. Those are the V homies. Good night, Gracie. Thank you to the moderators. Down low to Rushing. I might not even get in the Lambo, y'all. I might just jump right in the plane. I'll see you guys on the morrow. Nufo checking his points. 5 minutes of porn had more scoring than the Dodgers tonight. Val, turn off the red already. Oh, wait, you already did. America. Rushing. Fly ball. Right side. Acuna makes the catch. Mets win game 3 of the 4-game set, 6-1. Dodgers will try to salvage a tie in this series tomorrow. An early game, as I mentioned, 1 o'clock my time, 4 o'clock on the East Coast. I'll see you. Where's my plane? Where's my plane? I'm just going to grab onto the plane and jump in that bad boy. All right, we will see you all in the morrow. Tomorrow. The sun'll come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar there'll be sorrow. Come what may. Good night, everybody. Peace.